Thursday night, ladies and gentlemen. And it is time for Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show coming to you live on this July the 4th holiday weekend coming up. And we want to say happy Independence Day to all of you fine folks out there. But we say thank you for joining us tonight, wherever you're joining us from. We appreciate you taking the time to come in our conversation together here tonight on Thursday night, Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. Hey guys, if you're watching on Facebook, do us a favor, reach over and hit the like button and hit the share button so everybody knows that you're a fan of Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. And if you're watching on YouTube, hey, don't forget we got a YouTube channel, Dirt Road Sports. Hey, man, all of our episodes for the last 5 years are archived and live and in color. And ladies and gentlemen, tonight we're coming to you live from all 4 of our studios. Enterprise, Georgia, Thompsontown, Georgia, 100% Flamingo Boulevard, Georgia. Currently number 3 at the Old Rocket Speedway in Kinsey, Alabama. All 57 states, 5 foreign countries, 4 sunken islands, and loud and proud, some of our great friends and family up in the great state of Baker County, Georgia. And ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the truth and nothing but the truth. So help us, God. And we do want you to know this, that if you do not subscribe to common sense, conservative, Judeo-Christian principalities, and just good all around common sense thinking, you're probably not in the right place. You're probably not in the right place. You probably need to turn it over and watch, maybe listen to Maxine Waters read War and Peace or something of that nature.
Read the Constitution. Let Maxine hear.
Yeah, let her.
She's totally unfamiliar with
it. Yeah, not only could you learn something, but she could as well. But anyway, hey guys,
I don't know if she's capable of learning anything. Go ahead.
Hey guys, we're live tonight at Smitty's, our good friend Smitty's, 112.96741354390 and 1/88 of 1/2 of an inch in diagonal perpetuity. Smitty's. Syrup sopping technique correspondence courses. Smitty's. Shawl crocheting support groups for transgendered men. And Smitty's. Short-legged men and women's undergarment outlet in Sampson, Alabama.
And with every purchase, a can of snuff goes along with it. Go ahead.
You get some stuff to dip while you're down there. Well, I mean, I tell you what, man, you on it now. I can tell you wound up. I can tell you got something on your mind tonight, brother, because you're jumping ahead of yourself, man. You jumping through the chute too quick, and you break the rope. So you back. Don't want to break the rope now. You can't be disqualified to start with.
I broke the rope one time, trying to pull a calf out of the chute and pulled her tail slam off.
Yeah, I say you didn't break the rope, you broke the tail.
It's a difference.
I got a question. Does that thing in the background mean that you finally bit the bullet and got into the tent evangelistic business? Is that what's going on?
Oh man, this is way out of my league. Well, I mean, that's over in Dothan, Alabama for all you fine friends. I'll be over there a little bit later tonight when they start counting the money. But anyway, there's a tent revival on the circle, off the circle there, and you see, I know some of you can't see it, but it says Reverend Pencil Johnson Holy Ghost Tent Revival. And several years ago, Reverend Johnson had a woman do a artist rendering of him in full color. Now, it was several years ago, but I'll let y'all see it because I know you can't see that close up there.
His prom age done wore off.
He's aged a lot. He's aged a lot since then. But one thing ain't changed. I don't think.
Zipper.
His size.
Yeah, the size. And
that zipper
pumping
go all the way between your legs down there somewhere, Floyd. Right
That's him.
Woo!
That's him.
I I don't know if y'all noticed that, but that was he had done he had done a crusade at Madison Square Garden after 6 weeks after Jimmy Swaggart and Kenneth Copeland and that group was in there. That was him right there. That's
Mm.
been about 45 years ago. That'd have been in the early 1980s, right there.
That must have been when he was just getting started, because he got all that striping and all on his sequins on his coat and all
No,
that kind of
no,
stuff.
no,
And he
no.
got his hair all promenaded back.
About 5 years after he'd been preaching, he learned to get a bigger shirt and tuck it in so his belly button wouldn't show right there on that patent leather thing. But I
He,
guarantee,
he
hey, the zipper has not changed though.
he was a rank
White dude.
amateur. He was
Yeah,
an amateur back in them days.
that's it.
Okay. Yeah, Kimball said his pants and his pants ain't all up under his bosom. That might come later on, that Kimball.
Yeah,
That
that
pants
was
being up
later
under
on in life when his bosom started sagging. That's when he had to.
Ah,
I would say
Mercy.
something, but I ain't.
we got them all tuned in on the side there. Look at them there, Marvin. Man, they dialed in there.
Man
I got
alive.
I got some of the Colquitt crew on mine. Pam Pickle, Dynamite is with me tonight.
Uh-huh.
Ricky Bracewell, good gracious, all these folks. Roy and Becky Barber down on Lake Seminole. Got the Lake Seminole crew watching tonight.
That's what I'm talking about.
They're coming in from everywhere.
That's a good place to be.
Good to have
I'm
y'all with
telling
us.
you.
Thank y'all for taking a little time out from your busy schedule, getting ready for the holidays, dialing us in, tuning us in. We're gonna have a good time tonight. We celebrate the 4th of July. I am
And
glad and proud to be an American living in the United States of America, and especially living down here in the old original Garden of Eden.
we celebrating a big beautiful bill too.
Got it done.
Got it done.
Don't know how he does it, but he does it.
Floyd, I wanted to share this. You mentioned that, and I'm proud to be an American. There's a lady that me and you know well, and three of us know her well. Charlie don't really know her, but she posted this afternoon about 4 hours ago, and it says this: "I will not celebrate the fourth." And then a bunch of them chimed in. We lost our freedom. We need to mourn. It's not our country anymore. A racist dictatorship. Me either. There's one thing: is a sick place worthy of celebration. And then
Hold on.
somebody posted an upside down American flag on it.
Yeah, hey, knock yourself out. See, but living in America gives you the freedom to do that. See, if you was living in Nazi Germany, you couldn't do that. You couldn't do that if you was living in Nazi Germany. But you can do it here in the United States of America, and nobody's gonna come get you. Nobody's
Look,
gonna come haul you off. Nobody's gonna put you in handcuffs and put you in a paddy wagon and haul you off.
I got a number. I'll give you a number to pass on to a Marvin. That number is 1-877-748-5443.
Is
That's
that
Delta Airlines reservations number. Hey, yeah, Delta's ready if they are.
there's
Yeah, yeah, and make it be a one way. Don't make it be a two-way. But that's fine. Just knock yourself out. Don't do nothing. Go somewhere and dump ashes over the top of your head and walk around with ashes on you for the next 3 days and just
yeah.
punish yourself. And then when that's done, go out there and wallow in some cow manure around there somewhere. Just punish yourself. Or
It's
listening to
it's
us is not the same to you as that would be just listening to us. And I hope you are listening to us. So you go get your feelings hurt.
I don't
let,
need to spell out who it was,
Oh,
Floyd.
for
wait,
your food.
but whoa. Let me from the minority in this group over here on this side. Let me tell a little story, if you will. There's a former businessman here in Dothan, who's a big Democrat. He posted this afternoon. We're friends on Facebook. He posted he'd never seen so much smoke blown like House Speaker Johnson had done that. So I put on his little Facebook page, I ain't never seen anybody that can outblow smoke like a Democrat. Well, a lot of the folks are agreeing with what I had to say, but there's others that are just, oh, distraught. What are we going to do? Let me tell you another, and I'm not going to call this fellow's name out. A lot of folks know who I'm talking about. Several years ago, I was standing in Boyd's Marine next to Julian Boyd, one of my best buddies of all time, and a couple other fellas. And this guy goes to the parts counter, gets him a part, like $8 or whatever, and he comes back by us standing by the boat. Julian didn't know who he was, and he says, "Yeah, you folks keep vote that bunch of Democrats, this country ain't gonna never get no better." Well, you know who you are. We didn't stop, and now that fella's daughter is a U.S. senator. Welcome to the new world. Is that fair enough?
That's
Yeah,
it.
that's it. Tell it like it is,
Got
man. Oh,
I got him another.
we are unashamed. We are unashamed, and we're
Exactly.
unashamed of MAGA people. If you can read my caption, you know where I'm coming from.
I got him another number here.
Uh
You might
oh.
want to post it. 1-800-433-7300. That's American Airlines International flight reservations.
Yeah.
A good place would be Afghanistan. That'd be a good place for that individual to go.
How long
I
would they last over there, Floyd?
It wouldn't. I don't know if this. I know what
Well,
gender this person is. Let me tell you how long this person would last over there. About until daylight.
yeah, because that post that they just made, if they made it over there, they'd go hunt them down.
They get them down.
They'd
They
hunt
would.
them
Yeah,
down.
you're
uh,
right. They beat your
uh,
door. They beat your door, beating your door down. That's not going to happen here. So you don't worry about that. I tell you what you do. Why don't you just go somewhere? Go somewhere. Fix you a glass of lemonade or something. Just cut the TV off. Fix you a glass of lemonade and be thankful to the good Lord God Almighty that Donald Trump is president. Because if that fool Kamala Harris had been elected president,
ooh,
tell
ooh.
it this country would be. So
Mm.
you just go ahead and just chill out. There ain't nothing gonna change. You ain't gonna change nothing when you're ranting and raving and turning the flag upside down and protest. Why don't you go on a hunger strike? That would be even better. Go on a hunger strike. I wouldn't eat nothing if I was you for the next 3 weeks. If I was that distraught. Huh?
I would boycott the power company and not have any air
I
conditioning for
wouldn't
the
have no
next
action.
2 weeks.
Because it's going to global warming, and we all know that's all Trump wants is global warming. That's all he wants. So cut your air conditioner on. Protest. If you're gonna protest, protest. Don't be putting stupid stuff on Facebook that you have no idea what you post. Just protest. Get out there in the middle of the road and block traffic. Block one of them John Deere tractors coming through there. I know where you live. Block one of them John Deere tractors coming up and down that highway there that's going to put out nitrogen on the cotton that ain't gonna make no money on. Be a human shield. That'd be even better. Be a human shield. Go to Iran and be a human shield. I'm sorry if I'm sugarcoating it, but
All right,
Woo!
Floyd, pay a bill.
oh man, one of my favorite places in the whole world. Beach Depot, Orange City, Georgia. Ain't no place like Orange City, Georgia. If you ever go to Orange City one time, you will go back again. You'll have to go back again because if you're on Highway 84, you got to go through Orange City to go anywhere. Y'all go to this place right here, Peach Depot. It's an old depot building. They moved in there and they made a great fruit stand, a produce stand out of it. Good local people, family owned. They can get some of the best most beautiful produce you ever seen in your life. Can you imagine how good them tomatoes would be right there if you battered them things and put them in some peanut oil and cooked them?
Woo!
Down there at the Peach Depot, y'all get you some good homemade ice cream, get you some good fresh green boiled peanuts, get you some
Mm-mm.
good fresh produce, and tell them folks you heard about the Peach Depot on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sport.
I
Mercy.
appreciate you, Floyd, for not. Oh, Vic said this is the last weekend. You better get it while the getting's good, baby.
Oh boy.
It to be gone.
Be gone.
All this stuff's got a shelf life on it now. What I'm just talking about here now, it ain't gonna last. It ain't pasteurized or homogenized and jacked up with all kind of MSG and all that in it. It's fresh stuff. Go get you some this weekend. and be done with it now. And put it in your freezer locker. Eat all you want, and then the rest of it, put it in your freezer locker.
There you go.
And that I know I'm talking to a complete moronic audience up in Martha's Vineyard. You don't know what it is in Martha's.
You reckon they ever ate a froze peach?
They ain't never eat a rose. They ain't never eat a Georgia peach. They ain't never eat one.
Yeah.
Good Lord, they'll be. Anyway, don't get me on Martha's Vineyard.
Ooh.
Floyd, I think you kind of being reserved tonight just a little bit. I mean, I
Yeah,
just
you might don't be so shy.
That's what I'm talking about. I hate our sugar. I didn't mean to sugarcoat it like that. Yeah, get you the next thing smoking.
Hey, y'all kind of talking about these showing enough bad countries where they, shoot folks and throw them out of windows and stuff like that. I just talked to a woman a while ago. She and her daughter went on about a 3 week month trip to Italy. Now that's another place these folks might want to think about. It. Not near as dangerous as what you talking about, Floyd. But she said in Italy, there ain't a shower big enough you can turn around in and get wet. And the air conditioner has to be at a certain temperature, and they were hot the whole time they was over there.
That's it.
And you can't.
Yeah, try some of that on. Yeah, yeah.
What you mean? It's got to be at a certain temperature. They ain't got no speed, no settings on it.
They got the setting, Queasel, but you have to keep it what the government tells you to keep it on. If you don't, they'll come get you.
It's gonna get you. They take
So
your
I
that's
business in the way.
so
I
so
couldn't
that's the way New
quite
York's gonna be
survive.
if that cat wins that New York that
That there you go.
presidency.
Yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, y'all get you some Muslim terrorists. Y'all elect y'all a Muslim terrorist, if you will, up there in New York City. Have y'all some of that.
Democrats.
Don't come down here. Whatever you do, if you from New York City, do not move to Southeast Alabama or Southwest Georgia. You will not like it. You will not be
No.
happy. We're not communists down here.
Hey,
And we know what gender we are down here.
That's right.
Hey, listen, you are not going to believe this, Quill. This was in the news today. That Mondami, and he released a video. He wants to turn housing from a private commodity to a public one, calling for luxury condos to be replaced with communal style living that would include things like shared laundry and food co ops. And here's what he said: there's not enough homes to go around. There are plenty of empty homes. It's not that. We need the goal that people don't want to make a profit with housing. He said it is a consumer product and that it needs to no longer be in the private hands. Basically, what he's wanting to do is he's wanting to use the Vienna model. Residents still pay part of their earnings in rent to cover operational costs, and a sizable chunk of the population lives in that housing.
They want to turn. He wants to turn Trump Towers into a
Yeah,
illegal alien hotel. That's what
yeah.
he wants.
Hey, but listen to this. It goes further. The Vienna model describes this: communal living with shared kitchens, laundry, food, bath houses,
Houses.
pharmacies, lecture halls, swimming pools, and more. Community Land Trust would buy up the housing on the private market and convert it to community ownership.
That's what he wants. That's what he wants. That's the communists. That's what they want. That's exactly what they want. That's what Kamala wants. Obama started all of this. We have
Yeah.
Obama to thank for all this because he said, "I want to transform America."
Systematically transform America was a statement.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. He want, and I think that's what, and he started doing it. He
Yeah.
started doing it. And Donald Trump come along. Donald Trump came, naive as he was, he still got a lot of things going. So one of they didn't lock him up, and they tried to. But then, but then they stole the election in 2020 and put that lunatic Joe Biden in there, and almost completely sent this country off the cliff. And along comes Donald Trump. Thank the good Lord above for Donald Trump. I ask every night when I go to bed, go to sleep, I ask the good Lord above to bless Donald Trump. Keep him alive, please.
That's right.
So this world
Yes.
will have some stability in it.
Yep. Hey, Queasel, tell them about our friends.
This is it. This is the place you go if you're hungry. I'm telling you, if you're hungry, don't go if you ain't hungry now. But if you're hungry, this is where you need to go. You need to go down there, and if you want to take my recommendation, you need to tell them you want one of them catfish fillets, and you want it blackened,
Woo.
and you want to lay it out there, and you want something in Floyd B. Lloyd fries with it, home cut, homemade fries, and then you want to go to that salad bar and fix your salad. Just pile it up on that plate. Got all kind of dressings and all kind of stuff to dress it up with. You get all that, and she gonna bring it out there to you, and it's gonna have two. It's gonna have a big old catfish fillet. Them fries gonna have two hush puppies with it, and all you got to do is just sit back and relax and eat. And when you leave there, you will be full. It ain't just the catfish fillets. That's the same with the chicken wing. They got good hot wings. They got good shrimp po' boys. The group I go with, they get all kind of fish. They got one of the best hamburger steaks that there is
Yeah.
anywhere. I mean, it don't make no difference. You can get them naked, or you can get that hamburger steak smothered in that onion gravy. And let me tell you something, it is flat fitting to eat. TK's Bar and Grill, just north of town, right there where Cuthbert Street runs into 45, Georgia 45 North. Got a little fence around it, got some lights on at night where you can see it. They open Monday through Friday for lunch, and then they open on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday night for supper. Let me tell you something. It don't get no better. This is the place you need to go. Call them. Tell Haley we sent you. Hey, look at here. And if you don't want to go in and eat, call them 254-7850. She'll have it ready for you, waiting on you when you get there. Give them a call. TK's Bar and Grill.
Hey guys, I got something I want you to watch for just a second. Our good friend Jeb Tab. Floyd told you a little bit about him last week, but I want y'all to watch this if you will.
I got out in the briar patch looking for some berries to pick. Couldn't see me my hand in front of my eyes, 'cause the gnats were so dang thick. So I hollered to my wife, bring me some Jeb juice quick. When I got the Jeb juice spraying and it's working its charm, them gnats say we surrender and headed back to the barn. So I went right back to picking them berries just to make me a pie. Oh, I'm talking about Jeb juice ever since the gnats said bye.
Yes, sir.
Pretty thick right
That's
there.
hey, man.
I
That's
want a
Man,
some
bottle.
Jeb juice
I want a
there.
bottle.
Yeah, that
it,
sells some Jeb juice there.
I
Hey,
yes,
want a
sir. Number
bottle.
one bestseller right there.
mm,
Number one bestseller.
oh man.
Mm.
Hey guys, I saw
Look
this. You
here.
talking about times changing. Saw this week. This was a what they did during the war. The rations. You could get 2 ounces of tea, 8 ounces of sugar, 4 ounces of butter, 2 ounces of lard, 4 ounces
Lord.
of bacon, 3 slices of ham, and this was one onion every 3 weeks.
Uh-uh.
For the war effort. But
Yeah.
now a lot of folks now listen to that, Marvin. A lot of folks down here in the South, they grow a bunch of that. They
Oh
grow
yeah.
That's
their
right.
own. They
Yeah.
grow their own sweet potatoes. They
Yeah.
grow their own okra. They grow their own tomatoes and stuff like that. Now they had to get them some sugar because they grind that cane juice. They grind that cane up and make them some of. They get them some syrup and they let that syrup settle down and make sugar out of it. Uh, and they grind them some cornmeal and all that good stuff. They got old Tab. He done popped his ass. But the folks down here in South Georgia and South Alabama and Northwest Florida, country folks, they survived during all of that. My daddy told me about. He said he needed a truck tire, and he had to swap some ration tickets. He had a truck on the farm there, and he tore up a tire. You couldn't get a tire during World War. We're talking about World War II now. We're talking about the ration. He said you couldn't get a tire. You couldn't. Rubber was very very hard to find because they used it for the war effort. He said he got it. He had him a book of ration tickets, and he said he went through them ration tickets and he picked out what he didn't need, and he swapped it for a tire for his truck. Put on his truck. He needed his truck. Had to have his truck because the tire blowed out. But
Right.
that's how they made it back during those days. But Folks down in here, it was tough, man. It was hard. Everything was tough, but they made it. They lived. They didn't starve to death. Folks that was in debt. Now Bernie Sanders would have starved completely to death. Bernie
You don't.
Sanders would have been mummified, if you will.
Could you see him cutting a half acre of okra?
I can't see him doing nothing but cutting the cheese. That's all he knows how to do.
Hey, speaking of cheese, I believe you can get it out there. Charlie, tell them it's Sawika Meat Company.
They got cheese. They got cheese. They've got smoked pork chops. They have got sausage, whether it be patty sausage, smoked link sausage, and they just got a brand new run of jerky, beef jerky. I'm talking
Oh,
about not something that was made wherever. I'm talking about some beef jerky that's been done right here out of the plant over there on 27 between Blakely and Colquitt. Also, one of the best places to get steaks, prime cuts of ribeye. Maybe it's New York strip. Maybe it's a T-bone, filet mignon. The list goes on and on. Also, great products from Working Cows Dairy at the Headland, Alabama location. Check them out this week. Great sauces and great gift ideas, actually, on a lot of different rubs and sauces. And you'll find it all at Sawigga Meat, locally produced beef, and some great products to go along with it, like those smoked pork chops and all the different sausages and things you'll find at Sawigga 27, Highway 27, between Blakely and Colquitt, and the location on US 431 in Headland, Alabama.
Hey guys, it's trivia time brought to us by Southern Hissy Fits, 109 West College Street on the square in Colquitt, Georgia. Go by and see Miss Vicky. Man, if you need some caps done, you need a raincoat embroidered, you need some uniforms embroidered, whatever you need done, you go by and see Miss Vicky on the southwestern corner of the square, and I promise you, she will hook you up. She'll do it right, she'll treat you right, and you'll be happy with what you have gotten from her. And our winner will receive from Southern Hissy Fits a Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show licensed enameled car tag as the prize winner. All right, tonight's question, I do need you to know this. I need you to respond on either Facebook or YouTube. Don't text me. We want to keep it fair because we've been having some that text and some that do it on the Facebook. So we need you to comment. The first correct answer that comments on our comment section will be the winner. Here's the question. Who is this professional rodeo meister?
Man, man, I know that one.
Who is this professional rodeo meister, bull riding, bareback saddle, if you will? Going into the archives tonight for you rodeo fans. Who is this bull riding guy? Looking for the correct answer. If you'll just put it on our comments, we'd like to know that you know and that you can be a winner here on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. Trivia time. Who is this bull riding professional right there?
Tell him, Marvin, he ain't from Oklahoma or Texas.
No,
No,
Blue there. He
it
ain't
ain't.
from none.
What was his name? From Cheyenne up there, Wyoming. Clay
Garth Brooks.
Lane. What was his name? Anyway, yeah.
I don't know. I ain't much into all of that. I never was a bull rider, if you will.
No, but I can think it's something to do with bull. You have been know about all your life.
and he's
You
good
didn't.
at
It
it
wasn't
too,
a
I might
bull.
add.
I'd not have been a bull
I never was a
rider.
bull rider. I never did. Never did entertain the thought, of a bull
Yeah.
rider.
You didn't like when you was young. Say, man, I would like to get on that bull and ride it.
Nope. I didn't even want to
Nope.
ride a horse. I didn't want to get on a horse. I didn't like them. They stunk, and I didn't like them. I wanted to go fast. I didn't want to go slow. Man, I don't get that car engine. I don't crank something up and have some noise to it.
I bet that bull had some noise.
He had some noise. I guarantee you, he had some noise.
Oh man! All right, hey, come on, guys. We
Ain't
want to.
nobody. Let me give another little clue. Some of you folks over there, uh, around the Panhandle of Florida, y'all need to know. Y'all ought to know who that is.
Yeah. Matter of fact, give you another hint. He's still dealing with bulls even today.
You can do that. Go ahead.
Bull rider extraordinaire. Who is it? Give him a few more minutes there, and if
Give me
they
a few
don't
more
answer,
minutes. Let me talk about it. It ain't no problem. Ain't no problem. But
that's
you
a,
know that and he's a character. He's an interesting character.
Mm-hmm.
If you've ever encountered him, oh, you got to. He fits right in that window. He is a complete 100% redneck with class sometimes.
Not all of the time.
it ain't.
Sometimes when he gets, this is back way back there when he go to imbibing, he's all class was gone. Y'all run to that's Crystal to do. He ain't from Oklahoma or Texas. This old boy here is from Panhandle of Florida, if you will. He's from the Panhandle of Florida. Man, he wear a cowboy hat too. Now look at them cowboy hats in there. Look at this. Oh, look at the boys with them cowboy hats on.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's real hats right there. Now,
I think we got him stumped tonight. Now
they
this
ain't,
is.
no, they ain't, they ain't got no idea who it is. It looks like the cow doctor behind him. Oh, he's getting close in there now, JW.
Ah, he's getting up in there, ain't he?
He getting there.
Mm-hmm.
He's getting hitting close to home with that deal there.
He's sniffing around close.
Oh man.
I don't believe we're gonna get no winner tonight. I figure I got a friend over there. Friend over there named Robbie Peeler. I think Robbie Peeler might know who that is. Or
Ca-
Zeke Williams might know who that is over that way.
All right,
Uh,
guys, we got to move on. Here he
Yeah,
is,
well,
we move
the
on.
cow extraordinaire himself. None other than castrating Carl Cressman on the back of that bull.
I'm telling you,
Let's give
the
us a little.
man.
Let's do us a little commercial there about old Carl. If it was about the commercial time, you want to run that now, Marvin?
We
Let me talk about him a little bit there. Look at
are.
that. Debbie Womack got him. Yeah, she got it. Give her a tag. Debbie Womack. She got it. She hit the button before we said anything about it. All right, Miss Debbie, you gonna get the tag tonight. But put old Carl ad up there. Let's just talk about him a minute. Then we'll do his little tribute
Well,
thing.
I got the only problem is because it's got a little bit of change to it. Once I go to it, we can't talk.
All right. Well, let me tell y'all about Carl. Carl, y'all know Carl Crespo. He's down there from Baskin, Florida. He works on cows. He knows how to work cows. If y'all got a cow herd anywhere and you need anything done to it, if you got a baby calf that's born and his mama's died, or if he's a sick calf, y'all get a hold of Carl. Carl Crespo. He's your man that you need to talk to about a cow. If you that would look at it, Carl's out of 1976. He
That's
was
a long time
12
ago.
years old. Woo, he was tough. But if y'all got any kind of sick cows, and you got the cows that need working and attention done to them, y'all call Carl. He is down there in. Carl is down there in Panhandle, Florida. And y'all know how to get a hold to him. If you don't know how to get a hold to him, let us get a hold to him for you. We know what to do. So, but anyway, I think we got a little tribute to Carl tonight, don't we? Don't we, Marvin? We got
Yeah,
something.
and Floyd, you need to remind them too that Carl, because of the Dirt Road Sports and Charlie Platt show, has moved not only into castrating bulls, but he's doing gender reassignments on men.
He doing
That's right.
Jim Real. He got a special deal going. He's so good with that knife that he branched out and all these men. Now you got to be 21 years old now if you're gonna deal with Carl. He ain't gonna go in there with no 15-year old or 16. Go, y'all ain't got no sense, no how. And if you're 21 years old and you want to have this done, you ain't got no sense neither. But you got to be 21 years old before Carl's gonna talk to you. But he will give you gender reassignment, if you will. And all of you Democrats out there that are watching, if you still watching, if y'all will call some of your friends that were born a male and they want to convert to be a female. Call them and tell them to get in touch with Carl. He'll do it for $100. It'll cost you 100,000 if you go to the doctor and go into through surgery. He'll do it for $100 bill cash. You pay him $100 bill. You walk in, you walk out. No anesthesia, ain't none of that. The recovery time you on your own with recovery time. But now you got to get it done when the sign is right, if you will. You can't have it when the signs is in your chest and in your head and all that. You got to have this surgery done by call when the signs is in the feet. So if you don't, you gonna have some discomfort. I'm telling you. But anyway,
Floyd,
he
did that
will reassign you quick.
did that price include the purple spray too now?
At the purple spray goes up.
That's with burnt oil. If you
That,
use the
yeah, burn
purple
on. That's right.
spray, it goes to 125.
That's right. That purple spray is a high price. You can't hardly find it no more.
We got a commercial tonight for Castrate and Call Christmas, and we want to send this out to all of our Democratic friends all over the nation.
Amen.
That's it. Yeah.
If you're all mixed up about the body that you're in, there's a man down south that'll change you from a rooster to a hen. They call him Castrating Carl because that's his trade. It won't take him long when he opens up his blade. He'll slice and dice, and in a minute he'll be done. You'll be a tranny, but you'll never be a granny. And your daddy will never have to call you son. Castrating Carl, the man with a plan. He's from Bascom, where you don't have to ask him, are you a woman or a man? He'll slice and dice, and in a minute he'll be done. You'll be a tranny, but you'll never be a granny. And your daddy will never have to call you son.
I will respond first. I have been fortunate in my time to have known a lot of famous people. Some of those people in the music business. And if I mentioned Buddy Bowie, that would be a whole list of songs that stretch from here to the Houston County Farm Center. Billy Henderson, Baptist preacher out of Covington County, wrote songs for Alabama, Jerry Reed. I know a lot of dang folks in the music business, but Floyd, I am proud to say I know you because that might be one of the best writings I have ever heard in my life. Thank you.
That's good stuff now.
Oh,
I was inspired by that.
yeah.
You have like it's like Paul on the road to Damascus when the scales fell off of his eyes. That's right up there with Paul.
You was motivated.
I'm telling you.
You can't do that for everybody. I called old Carl. I said, Carl, we got a song about you. Hey, he loves it. We have to talk to Castrate Carl. He just loves it. I said, we're gonna play it for you tonight. So he just teased me. Ain't nothing but the truth. That's all we talking about. Now y'all can go somewhere else and find you some smoke. Let somebody blow some smoke on you, and bore you. We may not make no sense, but we're not boring. That's what about it.
He better. When that hits the big time, he better give him some more knives because they're gonna
They're gonna need to have some help.
Yeah.
And he got a head catch. He put you in that head catch. You'll be done.
Hey, let me show you this. That's how good Carl is. Look at him.
Good
They
gracious alive.
would show that knife to the bull. He showed that knife to that bull, and that's where Carl was.
That bull said no, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh man, I tell you what, y'all, let me tell you, you better laugh every chance you get. Everywhere in the world you can, have fun and laugh with somebody that you love, and laugh with your buddies. Because there ain't near enough laughter going on this way. There's too many people who are sad and distraught because Donald Trump president.
And there's nothing to celebrate on the birthday of this country. Oh,
Don't make me sick.
Hey,
Because anybody get him a new wet rock.
The wet rock, yeah.
And you people in Virginia, the wet rock is a stone that you sharpen your knife. Or you Democrat. You Democrat, you never sharpened a knife in your life. If you're a Democrat, you never sharpened a pocket knife in your life. So, anyway.
Mm.
hey, JW said he would like to see if we can do a gift certificate and send it to Chuck Schumer.
Yeah. We need to get some gift certificates and send them to Hakeem Jeffrey Raskin. What's his name? Jamie or Jerry? Jerry Natter. Because Jerry Natter, he ain't got no golden ass no way, so he won't count. Oh, that
oh.
Mm, mm, mm,
Lord have
mm,
mercy.
mm.
I want friend Billy Shingler, a lawyer up there. Look at he's up there. Do y'all know he's up there in Washington D.C.?
Yes, sir.
Got
What?
his, took his
Yep.
children up there. They up there visiting. He showed them around all over the history of Washington D.C. and all that. He's
I
in
tell you,
Washington D.C. as we
I-
speak.
I'd be willing to bet you that he had a secret meeting with Mr. Trump.
He
I
does.
imagine that's
Why
why
you
he's
think
up
he's
there.
up there? Why you
Oh
think
yeah,
he's up there,
yeah,
Queasy?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
man,
He's in there
please.
with the big. He's with the big dogs now. He
Yeah.
don't.
Go ahead and tell me. That'd be a good time to talk about old
Yeah, go
Shingler.
ahead. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead, Queasy.
Charlie or Queasy, y'all lead it off.
Well, he's a modest guy, and he really just wants folks to think he's running just a little small, lawyer outfit down here and get your will filled out for you, or maybe help you with a piece of. But no, no, no. This guy is known over the United States. He is on Trump's team. He's one of them lawyers, but being that he is as modest as he is, he does his work in the background. See, you don't see him on television in front of all that, but he's the one that puts all that stuff out there. And I'm sure that's why he's up there. He wouldn't tell y'all for no reason in the world why he's in Washington, but I'm sure he's up there working with the president, trying to figure out some new stuff they need to do, and he's getting his legal counsel all lined up and all, and they might do a little sightseeing while they're there. But this is your man. Most especially if you guilty, this is your man because he don't care if you guilty or not. If you'll just be quiet, he'll get you off. He'll remind you that the fish wouldn't even get in trouble if they keep their mouth shut. So you just need to be quiet and let him do his work. He'll get you off. He'll help you with a will. He'll help you with whatever you need. If you got a DUI, man, he specializes in them things. He can go in there and find them loopholes and get them unlooped and get you out of there. This is your man. No matter what it is, criminal law, civil law, it don't make no difference. Political law, he got it all covered. 229-524-1225. Billy Shingler, Shingler Law. He keeps us out of jail, so you know he can keep you out.
Hey guys, got a special. Got a special. If you partner with Carl Cressman and you get a sex change as a man, 50% off of a name change. If you're going from Tim to Tammy, he will change. He will. If you partner with Carl Cressman and let him do the procedure, 50% off of a name change from Shingler Law. If you're going from like Tim to Tammy or something of that nature.
And I was thinking about it. You know, Mike could come up with a jingle for Shingler Law.
Yeah, I can help you with
We need to get we need to get together and collude and
yeah,
come up with a
yeah.
jingle
Whoa.
for Shingler Law. I think we could do that.
Yeah.
I think we probably could.
I think
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, you there's been some really great people that songs have been written about, and I don't think of nobody in the world that could qualify for one no more than he would. So what you call them ballads? Ain't it a ballad when you
it'd be a
tell
ballad, huh?
somebody's story? Yeah, yeah.
The Ballad of Billy Shingler. That's
There
a
you go.
song. It's a
I
hit.
like
That's
I
it.
it.
can hear it. I can
Yeah,
hear it.
that's the inspiration right there. Look at that.
There it is.
All you need is a little bit of inspiration. Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah, let me tell you, I forgot to mention a while ago, Crispin up here called Castrate Call. He's got a Facebook page, and it's called Rawhide Tales with Carl Crispin. Rawhide, y'all see it up on the screen. Called Rawhide Tales with Carl Crispin. Karlkress. Look him up. He's on there. He's telling some stories, man. He's telling some of them old stories, old stories that'll leave you Latin. It take him a while to tell some of them. Sometimes he kind of like Floyd B. Lloyd telling a story. Sometimes it take him a little while to tell a story, but he's good. He said he'll change you from Steve to Eve without any
Oh, hey, Floyd, where was this? This was in Baker County, wasn't it?
Baker County, our good friend Clay McDaniel sitting that in. He's watering them peanuts, man. He's trying to get some water on them. But ain't that a great picture right there?
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
That is a great picture right there.
pretty, pretty.
But
That's
he put that on Facebook. I just plagiarized it off of Facebook and put it on there. He tuned in. He's tuned in now. I guarantee you he likes it. So he got them peanuts watered, man. It's dry, boys. I'm gonna tell y'all now.
It is.
There's some dry spots. These folks ain't had no rain over here. And wow. Some folks have got plenty of rain, but there's some folks that's hard. They facing some hard times now. With it. As hot as it is, and as dry as it is, and the stage that these peanuts are in. Now this corn, most of this irrigated corn, it ain't quite made yet, but it's pretty close to being mature, if you will. But these peanuts and this cotton, what little bit of cotton is planted, I saw the most cotton, Charlie, and Marvin and Queensville that I've seen planted anywhere. I was up on Five Bridges Road yesterday, and I turned off Highway 45 on Five Bridges Road. I saw more cotton planted in that big place, that big farm right there, going back west on Five Bridges Road, that I've seen all over the whole
Huh.
southeastern United States that I've been traveling in, Southwest Georgia, here lately. But I mean, it is just about wall to wall cotton. I don't know what he knows. I don't know. I don't know if he's got his own cotton gin and his own textile mills. I don't know what he knows that these other farmers don't know. But he is wall to wall with cotton on that big place there. But it looks good. It's well tended, well managed. Everything looks good. Man, I wish he worked on that big there.
Hey, Floyd, tell them about Holstered 9 and Phillips Auto Parts.
Oh man, one of the best places you can ever go to in your life. I always say, exercise your Second Amendment right. You better exercise your Second Amendment right. And in fact, I'm doing it as I speak from this chair that I'm sitting in right now, because you never know who's going to show up in your yard. But exercise your Second Amendment rights. And a good place to get started with your Second Amendment rights is the Holster 9. They got a great gun shop in there. They got shotguns, they got rifles, they got handguns, whatever you need in the protection business, they've got it right there. They've got it for you, and whoever the guy that you're gonna be talking to, he's gonna know what he's talking about. He can tell you whatever you need to know about any gun that's in that store right there. And right next door to him, he's got Phillips Auto Parts. Been there forever. He bought the company from a widow who's she and her husband had run it for years. He kept the name. He respected them. He kept the name. Phillips Auto Parts. You got it right there. Whatever you want in the line of auto parts, oil, transmission fluid, spark plugs, windshield wiper blades, whatever you need right there. Phillips Auto Parts from the Holster 9 right here in Collinsville, Georgia.
I remember when y'all wrote a song for Buddy Chambers when we were in Swamp Gravy.
What song was that? Do y'all
I,
remember that?
I'm trying to
It was
think.
when he was selling Ford cars. I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, we
Was
had.
it?
I remember it was. Yeah, we had because we had the music on it. Yeah, I can't remember. I'd have to look that thing up.
Ain't that something? That's Miss Peggy Sheffield Chambers. That was her husband, Buddy Chambers, who was
Seems like I remember it though.
Yeah, I
he's in a Hall of Fame car salesman, Hall of Fame,
Hmm.
all over the whole world. But
That's right.
when we was doing our Mayhaw deal up there, uh,
We was comparing
we
him to
did
Dick
write a song.
Johnson.
Yeah, and for the life of me, I can't remember what it
Yep.
was. Ain't no way we go get, ain't no way we gonna get no recording of that. But and look, I was looking on our Facebook page the other day, Marvin. Me and Queasel, do you remember this, Queasel? I don't even remember doing it. We went to Terrell County, Dawson, Georgia.
Yeah.
Like the Chamber of Commerce. Marvin couldn't go because his grandma Belle was in bad shape, and he said, "But me and you went, and I cannot for the life of me, I can't remember what we done up there. But anyway, we done it.
I don't remember it neither.
That was a
I,
long time ago.
it was a long time ago.
You do remember when I couldn't go and y'all did the river keepers where that floated down the river, don't you?
Yeah, we won't
Yeah,
forget
yeah,
that
we
one.
done. Yeah, we done the river key.
We won't forget that one.
No,
But
I see Miss Levon Nichols. She's tuned in. Miss Levon, I want to tell you something right now. You need to go back and start at the beginning of this show tonight. You need to go back and go. We let me tell you what we are dialed in tonight, if you will.
Hey, ain't no
We are
static on.
celebrating the fourth. But
As I
yeah,
say, as
the river keepers deal. We was down there, and they were nice people. They just didn't understand what me and Quisa was talking about. This is what we talked. Anyway, let's don't get into that. But
yeah,
we had a good time. Hey, here's the main thing: they paid us with a good check. That's the only reason we went.
yeah, but we had to get it running out the door.
I think we got Cindy to get the check for us, didn't we?
Yeah, me and
We
you
were
would load
loading up,
up and got
we were
gone.
loading up speakers and microphones. Until we got out of there. Hey,
Floyd said,
nice people. Hey, they were nice people. They were wonderful people. But they had listen, they had canoed from Albany, Georgia to to Bainbridge, Georgia. Now can you
woo,
imagine what kind of mood that we would be in if we done that?
I
well, we
woo.
had,
Right,
hey,
Martha.
we,
I remember that the tune of Martha.
that's
Martha
right.
yeah,
White, self-rising for the finest car dealer around. Something like I remember. You're right. You're
yeah.
right.
We did have them laughing on one though for a little while there, Flo. I mean, clapping. They wasn't laughing. They were clapping there for a little while on one of them till we kind of reeled it in a little bit. We made it real. We brought um let's see, we brought reality back. I think would be the way that we done
Yeah.
it. They
Yeah.
wasn't clapping no more. Uh,
For the finest pickups, cars, and trucks. You'll see those chambers. But you're right. It was
That's it.
the tune of Martha White, self-rising flower.
I might can find it, but hey, Charlie, we got to pay a bill. Tell them about Ziggy Bees.
You won't find any fresher seafood than at Ziggy B's right there on Main Street in Colquitt, Georgia. The freshest shrimp, man, she's got two or three different kinds of shrimp. She'll steam them for you. She'll ask you what kind of seasoning you want. Old Bay, garlic, mix it up here and there, but she got the finest shrimp steamed in this part of the country. You'll also find all kind of cuts of big salmon cuts, you catfish, and something that she has over there. Not many folks do. That's the crawfish. They're already cooked. So all you have to do is bring them home. If you want to eat them cold, warm them up, whatever you want to do. Put some corn, taters with them, whatever, and you got a meal. Ziggy B's, located right there on 208 West Main Street, Colquitt, Georgia. And she made a run, I believe, yesterday. I saw on Facebook down to Apalachicola to get that fresh seafood. She's got it all there. Anything you want, it's there. It's fresh. Go get it for the weekend. Ziggy B's, 208 West Main Street, Colquitt, Georgia, next to the big Ford dealership. I wish I had some shrimp tonight.
Marvin,
Ooh,
Marvin, you ain't got that picture I sent you earlier today.
Uh-uh. Hang on.
You look on there, yeah, you do. I sent it to you for the show for for for,
Oh,
for Ziggy Bees.
yeah, I see it. Hold on. I got to put that one on there. Now,
Yeah, yeah,
that one,
that one
is
needs to
that
go on there.
is that
that
one
one.
of them steaks?
Baby.
Uh-uh.
Look, this is
Mm-mm.
What?
strong. It's
Mm-hmm.
strong train smoke.
Mm-hmm. My
Wait,
wife went up to Ziggy Bees and come home and kind of whoop this up for
Ziggy
supper.
B's gonna be closed tomorrow and Saturday. Now she's taking the 4th of July off. She gonna
Okay.
take a couple of days off. So y'all don't y'all wait till next week. If you ain't done got your seafood, you gotta look for this weekend with Ziggy B. You're gonna be closed tomorrow and Saturday, so we don't want to put y'all out none. Make a special trip over here to get you some seafood. So will be closed tomorrow and Saturday.
Boys, I want y'all to look at this right here, and I know. Hold on. Let me get to it.
Easy.
There we go. Look at him, baby. This is strong right here now. This'll make your tongue beat your brains out.
Break it to me gently.
Whoa, man alive.
Son, you had to
Ooh.
use some extra heavy duty polydent when you went eating on that because it had your teeth slanging all out your mouth right there now. That's
How
some
many
fresh
folks did
shrimp.
y'all? Hey, how many folks did y'all feed with that, Queasel?
That would be me and her. We got some left. We're gonna probably eat tomorrow. I
Ooh,
mean,
I
so
look like
that's
some of
kind of
them
like
Gulf shrimp. I look like
Ooh,
you
Man,
do
they
it.
so big. They so big. I mean,
that's
that
them
don't do
big
them
gups.
justice.
That's them.
Yeah.
Ooh, it was good. She made it in that scampi and that skitty noodles. I'm telling you.
Mm.
What?
Oh,
zit.
She needs to do a cooking show. We need to have a segment with her doing just cooking
Amen.
something, just showing us how to do it.
Yeah.
She ain't got to say nothing. Queasel can do all the talking. Well, it may
No,
take too long.
whoa.
It may take too long
We
to get.
all we all need to be present for that, not just Queasel. We all need
Please.
to do the show together. We
And
have
give
to
her
sample.
back off and give her some space, and let's be over there on the sideline and talk about it now. And now drop into the noodles into the boiling water. That's how we need to. What y'all think? I mean, I'm just throwing that out there. I think that's. Yeah.
Hey, you look at that. That is a masterpiece. Look at
I'm
that.
telling you, I've
Son.
sat at that table before, and ain't no table in this country I'd rather sit at than Miss Cindy's table.
Uh,
Period.
Speaking of shrimp, Berry Hill Auctioneers.
now, what you say? Speaking of
Yeah.
shrimp, what do you
Whoa.
think that to do with
I
Berry
mean,
Hill auctioneers?
no, I wasn't talking about the Berry Hill Auction. I was talking about one of the partakers in the picture there. I was just anyway.
Who am I? The shrimp or
Whoa. I think you overshot the runway, Marvin.
Hey,
Hey, look here, Marvin. You better take off. You better abort that landing and start landing again.
hey,
Make a
listen. We have no better friend in the world than TC Berry Hill of Berry
Used
Hill.
to be our friend. He used to be our friend.
Oh, TC Berry Hill, auctioneer, auction company owner, sponsor in exclusivity and perpetuity of whatever Floyd is going to do in this upcoming segment.
And thank you, TC, for your past patronage. Thank you. I'm changing up on y'all tonight. I just
uh-oh.
kind of none of them some more scales fell off my eyes in the last couple of days. Anyway, tonight we're not going to do Floyd's list of impossibilities. This is for men over the age of 75. So if you talented, if you're a man over the age of 75, these are some things that you need to avoid doing. If you are a man over the age of 75, do not go to a Waffle House after midnight. You will get your ass whipped if you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean
Woo.
to say that. Did I say that? I didn't. Okay. If you're a man over the age of 75, you need to do not go to a nightclub looking for chicks. You ain't gonna find no chick. Ooh. Okay, here's another. If you are a man over the age of 75, do not wear pointy toe cowboy boots. You will. You will hurt yourself by falling down while you're leaving the Waffle House or the nightclub looking for chicks. I'm just giving you some advice.
Ooh.
I'm 78, so I can relate to these things. If you are a man over the age of 75, do not chew chewing tobacco or dip snuff. Because most of it is gonna run down your chin and come down your neck and run down your chest. And that will not help you find chicks at the nightclub. Okay, here we go. If you are a man over the age, and speaking of shrimp, Marvin, if you are a man over the age of 75, do not join a nudist colony. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, if you're a man over the age of 75, do not dye your hair black. Because chicks know when your hair has been dyed black. Oh, Lord have mercy. Let me see if I can find this. Oh, yeah. If you are a man over 75 and you are bald, do not do a comb over. Look, if you are a man over the age of 75 looking for chicks, do not wear a gold chain or a pinky ring. Okay. I'm about to wind it up, boy. I can't hardly see, but anyway, I'm about to wind it up. If you're a man over the age of 75, do not buy a Corvette. If you're a man over the age of 75, do not co-sign for your maid to buy a Corvette. Guess what? You'll be paying for the Corvette and she'll be driving. Last but not least, if you're a man over the age of 75, do not buy more than 2 Viagra pills at a time, or you will be dead. I'm done.
Before
That's all I can do right here.
before we go to the weather, I think Queasel and Floyd will agree with me on this. Marvin, I am not a licensed pilot to run no airplane, but I do know enough about it and has sat in the co-pilot seat enough to know that when you're coming in too hot for a landing, meaning you are not in control of what is going on, there's a thing called a go around. That's terminology that pilots use. Air traffic controller will tell you, you say, I got to do a go around. Okay, do a go around. You need to exercise that go around sometimes before you talk about some of our sponsors.
I tell you, Marvin's wired tonight. He
I'm
wound up.
telling you.
He wound up. And then, whoa, let me tell you, other ladies, do not feel like you've been left out because next week it's going to be. You are a woman over the age of 75. Things that you need to avoid doing.
Oh,
I'm just sitting here trying to imagine a nudist colony for people over 75.
Oh, have mercy.
Mm.
No,
they got one.
my mind, I will not allow my mind to go there. See, there's very few things in life that you can control, Marvin. And you've lost control of one of these things. The first thing is you can control your integrity. You can do that. And the second thing you can control is your thought process. That's where you go off the rails. All right, I'm done. That's it. Go ahead,
Ooh,
Jay.
Oh,
mercy, mercy, mercy. Hot, hot, hot. Got up to 94 over here today. I don't know what it did in Southwest Georgia, but the gnats are out. The heat is on, and tomorrow is Independence Day. And the weather forecast, you got 49% there, Marvin. I'm gonna go a little I'm gonna go a little lighter on that. I'm gonna say about a 30% chance, and then Saturday and Sunday start picking back up a little bit on Sunday. By Wednesday of next week, we'll be up to that 40, 50% chance of showers, and then on Thursday, even a better chance. Uh, you've got the little mistake there on the highs for Tuesday and Wednesday, I do believe, but
Yeah, that's wrong.
that's right, folks at Kelly Crop Insurance, we appreciate you for what you do for us every Thursday night. 229 Good news for a lot of folks in the agriculture community. I want to mention this right quick. There were some things in that big, beautiful bill that I've looked at that is going to, what I think, Floyd, help out a lot of these folks in agriculture that planted peanuts this year. And every bit of the help is going to be much appreciated.
Amen.
I guarantee you. We appreciate y'all watching. We do want you to have a happy Independence Day. We know there are those who are probably watching just to see what the heck we're going to do tonight that are not going to celebrate tomorrow because your team lost. Uh, and that's the way a lot of them feel. And a lot of them, unfortunately, feel bad because of the stupidity of the national media and them holding on to their precious Democrat Party and propping them up and acting like everything they say is gospel. And it's not. If you think everything you see the media talk about, that these lovely, like your Akeem and all these other worthless pieces of trash have been laying out, I feel sorry for you because you're just plain ignorant if you believe all the lies that they are telling. There's a lot of things that might not be good in that bill, but it's not going to do what the Democrats are saying it's going to do. We have somebody who I think has our interest for the first time in a long time, and that is President Donald J. Trump. Do I agree with him all the time? No. Do I like the way he talks? Not necessarily. But look at the result. Look what he said he was going to do. Look what he's already done. And he's not like you Democrats that approve killing babies, changing genders, and doing stupid things that the devil himself has brought on this country. Pray for Donald Trump. Pray for all of our leaders. They need it because this is a battle that we're all in and we're all in it together. So pray for the nation, pray for our president, and pray for each other. With that, Queasel, take it.
Thank you, Charlie. You dead on the money, brother. We need to pray for our president and his cabinet and staff and our state leaders, local leaders. Folks got a lot of pressure on them, and but especially the ones that's trying to do the right thing. They got a lot of pressure on them, so we do need to pray for them. Hey, appreciate y'all letting us come in. Thank you for spending this holiday uh, weekend with us. We are very thankful that we live in the United States of America. That's one of the biggest blessings that any and all of us has received. We Even though we got all the problems and the issues and the crazy folks we got, we still the greatest nation in the world. But it didn't get that way easy. A lot of blood was shed for this great nation. So let's celebrate tomorrow. Remember what it is. If you see a first responder, sheriff, police, state trooper, EMT, paramedic, firefighter, anybody in the public safety line of work, tell them thank you. Tell them you appreciate what they do, especially a veteran. Tell them thank you. Ones that served in the past and ones that serving now. Without them, we couldn't have these celebrations.
That's it.
Tomorrow be a big day. Hey, I know a lot of y'all gonna be out there shooting them fire poppers. So let me just give you a little. Remember, they're dangerous. Be careful which way you point them. Been to a lot of buildings. It ain't buildings no more called the fire poppers. And so be careful when you get out there. Have fun, but do it safe. Be careful. Parents, kindly keep an eye on your children. They get hurt right quick with them things. And so, well, let's have a good and safe and happy 4th of July. And remember this, on the 4th, who drinks a fifth on the 4th might not come forth on the 5th. Just remember that. Floyd, tell them something.
Hey, where's the wisdom, Queen? Where's the wisdom?
Tell them.
Good being with y'all now. We had a good time. We laughed a lot. It's good for us. It's therapy for us. I hope it's
Mm.
therapy for y'all. You can when you tune in to us, they really you really have to wonder, well, which way are we gonna go? What are we gonna say? But thank y'all for tuning us in. Uh, 4th of July tomorrow coming up. That's the celebration. That's the big holiday that we celebrate. They some people that's not don't celebrate it. They can't. They're somewhere. They're in a hospital, or they're sick, or they're being seen after and cared for by somebody else. Talk to those people. Call them if it's a grandmama or your mom and daddy, or you call somebody that maybe that you hadn't talked to in a pretty good while, and get some things straightened out, if you will. If there's an issue in your life with some of your family members, if you've got an issue with a brother or a sister, or, you know, blink. You be the first one to blink, and
Mm-hmm.
you're blessed for it. You'll open up that relationship again with those. And life is all about relationships. The more people that you have a good relationship with, the better your life is going to be. And that's the way the good Lord intended it. He intended for us to respect one another, love one another, and get along with one another and support one another. I'm not preaching to you. I'm just telling you from life experiences. Don't let an opportunity go to waste that you don't tell somebody that you love them. If you love them, you tell them you love them. And if you don't love them, move on down the line. But if you love them, you tell them you love them. You let them know you love them. Check on the old folks. Check on the old folks. Some people are living by themselves. First time they've done it in their whole life. They're by themselves. They may get feelings of loneliness or despair, but just give them a call. Just check on them. Hey, man, how you doing? People do that to me all the time. Some of my best friends, they're sitting right here on this same screen that we talking about. They talk to me. They call me. How you doing, Florida? I said, well, I'm doing okay today. I'm doing okay. We're moving right along. Check on folks if you will. We love y'all. We thank y'all. God bless the United States of America. But please, dear Lord, please protect y'all. Go ahead.
Thank you, Floyd. We appreciate all of you joining us tonight. Happy 4th of July. Thank you to all the men and women over the course of history that have given their lives to give us the freedoms that we enjoy, that we can come on this TV broadcast and we can have our own opinions and viewpoints and reflections and revelations without fear of persecution. And we thank them for that. Hey, Peach Depot, TK's Bar and Grill, Sawega Meat Company, Castrating Carl Cressman of Custom Cattle Services, Ziggy B's, the Holster 9 Phillips Auto Parts, Shingler Law, Southern Hissy Fits, Berry Hill Auctioneer, and Kelly Crop Insurance. Thank y'all. You're our sponsors, and we appreciate you. We appreciate all of you that join us each and every Thursday night here. Sunday's coming. Give the Lord his due. You got some great scripture today. Kind of goes hand in hand with our philosophy. The lips of the righteous nourish many, but fools die for lack of judgment.
Mm.
Thank you for the book of Proverbs. Great, great word there. Hey, guys, we love you. Y'all have a happy 4th. Be safe. Lord willing, when the creek doesn't rise, we'll be right back here next week, same place, same time, for more Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. But until then, no matter what you do, no matter where you go, no matter who you do it with, and most especially if you are a man and you're over 75, be
But
See you.